At 3 a.m., roughly 3 hours after the first apology call, Jorrun contacted Westmost. He had completed the first draft of his apology. What he wrote was a half-hearted attempt devoid of the actual things he had done. On top of that, he was hiding something big. Let's listen in as Jorrun deflects, lies, and still refuses to accept responsibility, and Westmost makes him do it all over again. The day was July 6, 2020, the time was 3 a.m.
Hey, so I'm looking at this, and I want to ask you before I have you read it. Would you say that 100% of this is sincere?
Yes.
100, and
Yes.
nothing has been left out.
I could put my hands on a Bible and say I am so sincere, and I want to do my best for this. I don't want anyone to have any doubt.
Pretty sure Lauren put his hand on a Bible in court and said that he was going to tell the truth and never talked about MySpace Molly or any of those other people. I'm not a religious person, so I just want to know though, because it's going to come across in your apology video if there's a lack of sincerity. And just, as someone who does have experience with this stuff, I want you to know that people are going to pick it apart. And if there's anything that they find that comes up later that doesn't match or that refutes what you're saying is sincere, then you might as well have done nothing. It'll actually be worse than doing nothing. So before you read it, I just want to make sure that everything here is sincere and you don't feel like anything was left out.
No, I think I get everything.
Okay.
That being said, because I want to be as honest to you as possible, I have flirted with so many women in the community, I would have forgotten at this point.
Well, that should maybe be the first line of your. That's
kind of telling. Really damn good idea.
That's kind of telling. That's kind of telling, don't you think, when you flirted with so many women in a small community in a very short period of time, that you don't even remember who it was.
Let me type that right now. Okay, cool. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did rehearse a few times because, well, when I say rehearse, I fucking trip over my words.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I mean, I rehearse scripts too. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not going to mean it lacks sincerity or not. I just want to make sure before you read anything that someone later is going to pull up something else and be like, whoa, what about this? I want to make sure that it's sincere. So yeah, go ahead and start the thought, and I'll stop you if I have any questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey everybody, this is the rare serious video from me. It's probably the only one I've ever done. It really needs to be made though. I'm going to read what I wrote because that's the best way for me to organize my thoughts and really say what I mean. Please bear with me. I owe everybody an apology, a very big one. It's been brought to my attention recently just how bad my behavior has been online. It's been really, really bad. I've been inappropriate with a lot of people I've called my friends, as well as strangers. More than that, I've been over-sexualizing them, treating them like meat sometimes even. It's a very shitty thing to do. I have no excuses for what I've done. None. I can claim I'm stupid, but guess what? Being stupid doesn't mean your actions don't hurt other people or have repercussions. As they say, ignorance of the law is no excuse. I can say I never meant to hurt anyone, but what do drunk drivers usually say after they hit someone? The same thing. The outcome is the same regardless, and it's irrelevant.
See, I think and let me stop you because I just did. I think in the beginning, maybe you're taking too long with the explanation before actually saying what happened. Because here's the thing. Thing. Who knows how many people have seen that drive in that video at this point? They're not going to want to hear that. You know, they know that you've done something very, very wrong. So instead of 3 paragraphs explaining that, I would just jump right to it. You don't need to paint a picture.
Okay. Okay, well,
I mean, continue now, but I just want you to think it, like, when you reread this, I want you to look at it and see, is all that actually important, or is a lot of it filler? Because people just say what you did.
Okay, yeah, I feel like it was important.
Well, because I'm looking at this, and then the next thing is, so why did I do it? You're talking about why you did something before you even talk about what you did.
Gotcha.
If you're looking at a recipe, the very first thing on that recipe, if you're looking at like the back of a pack of M&Ms, the very first thing is the thing that's the most of in that recipe. So if it's sugar or whole wheat. And with this, the most important thing here is what you did. Not why you did it, not the pre-setup to the apology. Start with what you did. This is what I did. That's what people are going to want to see.
I got you. I thought it was good just because in the second paragraph I go, I've been really inappropriate, I've been treated over sexually. I thought that was letting people know right away.
That's vague. No, that's vague.
Okay.
It sounds like an excuse for an apology. That a lot of celebrities and the PR, that's vague.
Oh, dude, I've been doing my damnedest to let my sincerity come through, and I like to be. I think it's long because I like to be real clear. I don't want people to think, oh well, he just shit that out or something. I want people to know that I really thought about this. That's
a 30-second apology that was like, hey, I tried to fuck a kid, and I blamed a lot of people for it, and my life has been ruined because of it, but I'm working hard to try and get that back, and I'm going to therapy and realizing what I did was wrong. That would be something that Lauren could say. That would undo the 12 years of bullshit that he's been spouting. Do you think people would say, God, I wish it was longer?
I gotcha.
Fluff is what you do when you're trying to make a video longer for monetization, but for this, just get straight to it. The meat and potatoes.
Okay. I'm going to continue now. So why did I do it? Again, I have no good excuse, but actually, I guess you're saying that should go out too, right? The next paragraph.
Right, no, keep reading. I want to hear it. Then we'll decide.
Okay, great, thanks. So why did I do it? Again, I have no good excuse, but I'd like to tell you what my thought process was. If this makes someone else realize that they are doing the same things, then maybe it can do some good and help them want to change. In my mind, what I was doing was okay. Oh, I'm just flirting. I'm a flirt. If they ask me to stop, I will. They shouldn't have to ask me to stop, though. What if they were too embarrassed and were worried about how I'd react? I've heard horror stories when a woman politely asks a man to stop and he flips the fuck out.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you know what? I think my phone cut out. Can you start over at that paragraph? I missed everything. I thought you were getting ready.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So why did I do it? Again, I have no good excuse, but I'd like to tell you what my thought process was. If this makes someone else realize that they're doing the same things, then maybe it can do some good and help them want to change. In my mind, what I was doing was okay. Oh, I'm just flirting. I'm a flirt. If they ask me to stop, I will. They shouldn't have to ask me to stop, though. What if they were too embarrassed and were worried about how I'd react? I've heard horror stories when a woman politely asked a man to stop and he flipped the fuck out. I did a lot more than flirting, though. I got real damn sexual. I was objectifying women. How the hell did I justify it? Oh, it's just jokes. I'm a comedian. Yeah, no. There was some of that, and some of the stuff I said was just plain creepy. It was just plain wrong. Period, full stop. Not just on YouTube. And this went on for years. I cringed thinking about it.
All right, so here, the part about if it can do some good and help someone else change, I don't think the martyr card is a way to go on this. That's going to get you destroyed. Take that part out. This isn't about you helping someone else change. This is about you realizing what you did and apologizing to people. So helping someone else should not be something that that's some PR shit that's thrown in to make people say, like, if I can change this one person from going out and killing someone while drunk driving or, overdosing on heroin, then I'm going to do it. That's not going to happen. No one's going to, because if you would have saw this video a week ago, you would have thought, God, I'm glad I'm not like that, and then you would have gone and talked about Molly's tits. because that's not talking to you,
Yeah.
right? I mean, how old are you?
48.
And it took you 48 years to realize this, right? You think a video a week ago would have changed your mind and your way of thinking? I'm sure you've seen countless PSAs about sexual harassment and how to treat people, but you never thought they were talking to you.
Yeah.
And then the other part where you're talking about, yeah, no, there was some of that, and some of that stuff I said was just plain creepy. No, it was all creepy, all of it, because as soon as you say one thing, it everything else Dr. Maurice Wolin could have saved 100 lives the day he goes out to try and fuck a 12-year-old. None of that matters.
Gotcha.
So I did more than flirting. I don't think there was any flirting. It was all like the LOLs that Lauren would throw out. What color panties and bra? LOL. When are your parents going to leave? LOL. You were testing the waters. And if you would have got a sexual response back from Molly, it wouldn't have been that it was a joke. It would have been welcomed.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's, again, sincerity. If it's not sincere, someone like me will tear this fucking thing apart.
Wow. I have to tell you, my instincts are
wrong,
proving wrong and wrong again and again in writing this thing.
Yeah. Well,
everything that I think that is sincere and shows people I'm for real, you're saying is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is the saying that you hope one person learns from, that's bullshit. You don't care about that. Right now your concern is yourself, and that's what your concern should be, not some other guy. Not saying, if you guys hate me and kick me out, but a year from now I found out that some other guy stopped, that'll make it all worth it. That's not true. That's not what you want. Be sincere.
But it is true.
That's bullshit. Jordan, so you're telling me right now if they were like, you know what, Jordan, fuck you, go away, fuck your channel, and then a year from now, some guy contacts you like, hey, man, I was about to, point a time code to some girl's butt and say, like, look at her butthole, and I saw your video and it stopped me from doing that. You would be like, you know what, that really warms my heart and makes it all worth it, what I did.
No.
Okay,
no, that's
bullshit. Sincere.
Okay. Should I continue?
Yeah.
Okay. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get really sexual sometimes. Or, oh, she's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope. Wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're concerned one minute and fetishize the same person the next. Sometimes in life, you get a mirror held up to you in your actions. And you don't like what you see. If you're smart, you look, don't wince, don't look away, but you deal with the sight and decide to do something about it. I'm sure you probably want me to get rid of this paragraph.
What? Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, can you start that one over again?
Yeah. This is probably. I'm almost sure you're going to want me to get rid of this, but anyway,
let me decide that. Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Of course. Sometimes in life, you get a mirror held up to you in your actions, and you don't like what you see. If you're smart, you look.
No. I missed the paragraph before that.
Oh, okay. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get really sexual sometimes. Or, oh, she's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope. Wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're concerned one minute and fetishize the same person the next.
So are you giving me a lesson, or this isn't? I'm still yet to get to the apology. That whole paragraph is garbage. It doesn't mean anything. It's just more fluff. Like you're telling me, well, this is what I've learned over these last 24 hours. But I mean, Jordan, let's be honest. You would not have felt this way if none of that stuff was released today. So that right there,
you're right.
I would tear that shit apart.
Done. It's gone.
Yeah.
All right, so I go directly into the apology right now.
Actually, you know what? Can you read that one last one again?
Oh, ideally.
Yeah, just hit Control Z or whatever. It's pretty easy.
What the fuck? What do I hit on this thing? Undo. There we go. Let me see. Fuck, I did delete it.
Oh, I actually, it's still on my screen. Wait, isn't it on the screen from where you pasted it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm
I
done.
mean, that's what I'm reading off of.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. I'm getting a call on Skype real quick. Hold on real quick, okay?
Sure.
Hello? No, I don't know if I'm going to make the video. Well, no, he's working on he's working on something right now, and I'm gonna decide after. No, I have not seen any new edition. Can you send me an email? I'm in the middle of something right now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hello?
Hi.
All right. Where were we?
You want me to do the paragraph again? In my mind, I created this weird
Oh, yeah,
dichotomy.
please.
Yeah. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get sexual, really sexual sometimes. Or, oh, she's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope, wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're concerned 1 minute and fetishize the person the next.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I hear it again, and I think it needs to come out.
Okay, it's gone. So going directly into the apology itself. Let me see here. I apologize to all the women in the TCAP community. I've flirted with so many women in the community, I can't even remember them all. I apologize to all women on the internet. I'm sorry for any time my behavior made you uncomfortable, angry, or scared. That's my fuck up, not yours, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it isn't all on me. Your feelings are real, not in your head, and should be validated and acknowledged. I've done projects with some great...
I would take that part out. I don't think you need to tell them that their feelings are valid and real. That would be a really good point, because that would be a really good point to bring up the troll that is not a troll, that people are scared to stream and do things about because they think there's some random person out here trying to take you down. And that sounds like your opening paragraph. I apologize to all women in the TCAP community should be the first line that comes out of your mouth.
Okay.
And not just the women. I don't know if you're familiar with how sexual harassment works, but if you and I work in an office and you're having a sexual conversation with a woman who, for whatever reason, is into it and is going back and forth with you, and I hear it and it makes me uncomfortable, that's harassment too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, it's not just women who were offended by what you were doing. It offends everyone.
Okay.
So I think that the TCAP community as a whole should be apologized to.
All right, I'll change that.
And then, well, I'm not saying change it, but I apologize to the TCAP community. And I apologize to all women, specifically all women in the TCAP community. But you need to address the community as a whole. Because like Clobber, you brought Clobber, and Clobber's the nicest guy in the world. And you brought him into that video with Tiffany too. Like, I'm sure he wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
As much shit as he gives Tiffany, as much shit as I give Tiffany, we both really respect her.
Yeah.
She's a really smart woman and doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and let's start with the apologize again.
Okay. I apologize to all the people in the TCAP community. I've flirted with so many women in the community. I can't even remember them all. I apologize to all the women on the internet. I've done projects with some great female content creators, Tiffany Lockhart, Danny G, Kelp Pill, Kennedy, to name a few. These people gave me their time and effort to help my channel and didn't get a cent out of me. They gave much more than what they got, frankly. I apologize to them for any time I treat them disrespectfully. The sketches I did with Kelp Pill and Tiffany were way too sexual, with me having them say very sensual things. I've taken those videos down now. I apologize to Molly. I went to her video and commented on how nice she was bouncing. I apologize to the great Babsby for the times I made her uncomfortable, trying to get
Hold on.
Okay.
There's things that need to come out here. I've done projects with some great female creators, and you start naming them. It's not the time to name drop. I would get rid of that. I would get rid of these people.
Oh, you lost me. Hold on again, please.
I have done projects with some great female content creators, and you start naming them. None of that's important. That's like when
I thought you wanted me to name people.
I want you to name drop the people. Danny G, And I want you to name drop the people who you affected. You're running down a list of people who you worked with.
Gotcha.
That's like when someone says, ask any of my black friends, Ramon, Tyrone, if I'm a racist, and they'll tell you I'm not. Running down a list of people you worked with is that's unimportant. And they gave me much more than I would cut it all the way down to the sketches I did with Kelp. So, and even I've done some projects with some great female creators. Like, who cares? Yeah. This is not a bio about Jorrun. This should just be the apology and about the apology.
I gotcha.
By now, people will know what you did. Like, it's spreading. So all this other stuff, all this fluff is just going to upset people. It's like when Lauren would sit at that kitchen table and talk about deviled eggs and macaroni and cheese. Which, okay, so all right, so yeah, let's start from the sketches I did.
Okay, the sketches I did with Kelp, Pill, and Tiffany were way too sexual, with me having them say very sensual things. I've taken the videos down now. I apologize to Molly. I went to her video and commenting on how nice she was bouncing. I apologize to
I think you should be more specific about that. About a video about her bouncing. What does that mean?
She was
not specific enough. I made a comment about her body bouncing in a video and sexualize her in a very innocent video. Like, it needs to be that specific.
Okay.
I don't know what bouncing means.
Right. The term I use is, the bounce cam is doing good, which is creepy as fuck.
That is creepy as fuck.
Yeah. And went to a video and commented on how her breasts were bouncing?
Yeah.
I apologize to the great Babsy for the times I made her uncomfortable trying to get face pics from her. I've been way too sexual on the live streams with people like Rhoda's, Chew Tootsie, Aerodose, Scarlet Ebony. And then I said, you're a troll finding a group of women who deserve respect more.
Okay,
I apologize to
that right there. You'd have trouble finding a group of women that deserve respect more. Why?
I'm just trying to say how awesome they are.
Do you honestly, in your heart of hearts, feel that those people you just named deserve more respect than nurses on the front line who are fighting coronavirus? So is that sincere?
No, you're absolutely right. All right, let me get rid of that. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual.
And how about I apologize to anyone who I left out?
Yes.
And know that your pain is no less than anyone that I mentioned, or something along those lines. And you mentioned the videos that you removed. Those are all deleted, right?
Some of them are deleted. Well, dude, I'm just going to put all my cards on there because obviously you're going out of your way to help me. So I deleted everything to do with Tiffany, the stuff that I thought was borderline, like the Jorrun After Dark and the Sex Tips with Dan, I have on as unlisted right now or private.
And what's the reason? Are you bringing them back later, or what's the reason?
Honestly, with some stuff like Sex Tips with Dan, I don't think that there is anything there that would be offensive to someone, but at the same time, now I'm kind of shell-shocked. I'm not saying, oh, poor me, fuck that, but I'm just kind of like, if I do anything even slightly sensual, is it like, you know what I'm saying?
Have you heard of Typhoid Mary?
Yes.
Okay, what did Typhoid Mary do?
She contaminated everyone without getting contaminated herself.
She got everyone sick, right? And she was a cook. Would you hire her to cook in your restaurant?
Hell no.
Okay, so do you think that after this situation you should be putting up any sexual videos back up? Or how do you think that kind of reaction is that going to get? Should Lauren Armstrong start getting catalogs for the 12 to 13-year-old girl bikini lines?
Hell no.
Nah, people aren't going to react to all of that. So,
well, what is your personal opinion if you heard all my sex tips with Dan? Do you think it's innocent stuff? Do you think it's just like...
Well, I mean, the genie thing sounded innocent until what came out. So you tell me, do you think people are going to have a problem listening to anything you put out that's sexually based after...
I would prefer to keep everything...
After seeing a picture of a 9 or whatever-year-old girl that you're clicking on, do you think you should be putting anything sexual up, Jorrun?
No, absolutely not.
And okay, so all the Tiffany stuff is deleted, and some stuff is privated, but you agree that that needs to be gone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
Okay. Let me see. I haven't just done this on YouTube. I've done it on Instagram, putting some very suggestive comments on pictures of women I found attractive. I'll tell you the women I've quote unquote flirted with were of legal age, but I hit the like button on girls who are way younger. That disgusts me, and that I've done that. It's repulsive. Some of the women on IG I became friends with or dated.
Stop. But I've hit the like button of girls who are way younger. That disgusts me that I've done that. It's repulsive. As of when? I mean, because you spent a lot of time explaining things prior to that I've had you remove, but as of when did that become repulsive?
When I realized what I did and how that it's viewed, it makes my skin crawl.
Is it something that you would have proudly told someone about before?
No, absolutely not. No.
No, so you wouldn't have told people before that you were liking these pictures.
Absolutely.
So then you knew that it wasn't okay.
Yes.
So, but you're repulsed as of today. They would ask the predators, does anyone else know that you're here today? Why do you think they ask them that? If I'm going to meet some strange broad, I let someone know where I'm going. If you're going to meet some strange broad and you know it's not okay, you don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
So Jorrun, you weren't telling people that you were doing that because of what reason?
I'm just a private person.
Jorrun, you didn't tell people for what reason?
Because it's wrong.
So is that a sincere line that it disgusts you that you've done that and it's repulsive?
Hmm?
What?
Well, no, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Is it a sincere line that it disgusts you that you've done that and it's repulsive?
Fuck yes, absolutely.
As of when? Because that would be the first thing I would ask if I tore this video apart in an analysis.
Yeah.
I would open with that line. Because I want to know, when did it become repulsive? When it was pointed out to you? Because you weren't telling people about it. You just admitted you never would have told anyone.
Yeah.
So when did it become so repulsive and now you're disgusted by it? When it was found out by someone?
It's always been repulsive, Wes. It's always been something that I knew was wrong. And...
Okay, well now we're getting into another issue, Jorrun. Because if this is something that you always knew was wrong, and yet you continue to do it, then there's another problem, don't you think?
Yeah.
So, Jorrun, you came to a community
Yeah.
built around child predators.
Yes.
You are liking pictures of sexualized little girls in genie costumes. And you're telling me you knew it was wrong, so you wouldn't tell anyone. But now you're repulsed by it after it got found out. Every guy who got busted on Dateline, I'm disgusted by myself. You could shoot me right now.
Yeah.
I think that line needs to be fixed and maybe elaborated on a little bit more, because skipping over that but giving all the background about these great women of TCAP, that's insincere. You really glossed over that line, and I don't think you can gloss over that line.
What should I say?
That is not for me to decide, Jorrun. But I think you need to try again right there, because that is not okay. You're admitting you've hit the like button of girls who are way younger. You knew it was wrong. You knew that it was something that could get you in trouble, and you knew it was something you needed to hide from people.
The thing is, and I don't expect you to believe anything I say at this point, the thing is, in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's all I did, start, finish, was hit a like button. That's it. But of course, with everything that's come out, no one would believe me, and I couldn't blame them for not believing me.
It's all progression, Jorrun. How long would it have been until if some 16-year-old, 15-year-old girl hit you up, and it's Halloween, and she's in a genie costume, and she wants to come over and hang out? You know, Lauren didn't start off driving out to Nashville or Bowling Green. He started out chit-chatting and saying hi, and then it becomes normalized, and then one thing progresses to another. So that right there, that one line is not going to be okay. That just glossing over it. There needs to be an explanation, and there needs to be an explanation that you now realize what you did was wrong, but at the time you didn't think it was. And that, because I'm telling you, if you leave it like that, with people seeing what they're seeing in this drive, that's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. And then someone's going to want it. Yeah, you can't do that.
I gotcha. Okay. Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let me see. Where was I? And then I say something that sounds half of an excuse.
Well, no, Jorrun, I just want to hear you read it. I just want to hear you read it. Yeah, let me tell you what how it sounds. I just want to hear you read it.
Thanks. Some of the women on Instagram I became friends with or dated, but most of them had to deal with attention from me they did not want.
Okay, so which part of that sentence do you think is unnecessary?
That I became friends and dated with some women.
Do you think that matters?
Not.
Do you at all? Does it matter?
It's extraneous.
It is, and even the having to deal with attention from me they did not want. I mean, that's pretty clear. That's the whole point of this apology. So that's also unnecessary.
So
some told me off. Others suffered in silence. That's important.
Yeah.
So you were told several times that it was inappropriate how you were acting.
Over the years, yeah.
And instead of thinking that it was a Jorrun issue, it was their issue. They were uptight, or maybe they were on their period, or whatever excuse you would have made. But like I said earlier, I said, this isn't the first time. And you're like, no. So you've been told off before. You've been told to fuck off.
Yeah, I have. And
you just bounced right back up and kept going. And how did that work out for you? How did that normally work? And honestly, how did that work out for you?
Honestly, and this will sound like bullshit, but it's just like, well, some of them like it, some of them are receptive, so I just move on. That was what I was telling myself. Oh, some of them.
And that's your sincere thinking.
That was
and you've been
exactly
nothing
what
but
my
sincere
mind
you've been nothing but sincere with me up until this point, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure, like, that you're being completely, because I would expect that, I want to give you this opportunity. People want me to make a video about it. It's laid out for me, and I don't want to do that. But my channel is built about predator exposure.
Yeah.
And if you're being completely sincere with me, then I can, let's continue on. But that line needs to come out, keeping the part about, being told off in silence, and then mention that's unacceptable. Why is it unacceptable?
Uh-huh.
Why is it unacceptable?
Right.
Some told me off, some suffered in silence. Why is that unacceptable?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you. Why is that unacceptable?
Because they're not doing it for my kind of attention. They're not interested in some guy that they don't even know coming on to them.
Why is it unacceptable for you, Jorrun? Not why is it unacceptable in a general sense, because most people don't have to be told not to make toast in the bathtub or not to let their dog shit on a floor and not pick it up.
Yeah.
But some people do. But that's not what this is about. Why was it unacceptable for you that you were told off many times over the years and kept going? That's what this is about. This is not a general statement on the
Yeah.
world or the public as a whole, and you're giving a lesson. This is
Yeah.
why you're humbled, and you're
Yes.
showing humility. So why was it unacceptable for you? Because you're asking people to forgive you. They know it's unacceptable.
Yeah. Because I made them feel terrible, man. I felt that made them feel angry or sexual or ashamed or whatever the fuck, negativity. I put that negativity on them.
Jorrun, why was it unacceptable that you continued to do it over the years? That I'm not asking you to give me that answer right now, but you need to write that down. There needs to be something, just like the line about the kids, there needs to be something there about how you recognize that you were told over the years and still kept going. Why is that unacceptable? What does that do to people? And how did it make you feel? You know, how powerful did you feel when you're behind the keyboard and able to say whatever it is that you wanted to these people and make sexual jokes, innuendos, and advances to people? Because, hey, even if 1 out of 100 replies positively, you're going to miss every shot you don't take, right?
Yeah.
So that needs to be added there. So okay, next, I did the same, and then we'll start from there.
I did the same on DeviantArt, sexualizing left and right, so many times I can't even count. I believe the person who, this is the troll thing, I believe the person who alerted people to my behavior is someone completely separate than the person who's been showing up in live streams pretending to be me. I think the two incidents are completely unrelated.
And then that's it. That's all you talk about. That, I mean, do you know what it's like to try and blow a whistle on someone and that person tells people this is a fucking troll, don't even pay attention? This person was trying to make a video and release it to show people and got shut down, was told to fuck off.
Yeah.
Is
Honestly,
that okay?
Until yesterday, I thought it was all the same person. I was choosing to believe it was all the same person. And now I know absolutely it was not.
So do you think that this sentence should be buried? You have people who don't want to stream on their own channels because they think there's some random troll out here going after people. Eurovision thinks that there's thumbs down on his videos because of this troll.
I believe that's true, though.
Why?
I mean, because I've had a number of people in the community say, I had this troll. As soon as I started saying that, mind you, this was like 2 months ago, it's just like, they're like, oh yeah, I had someone too.
Why would it be the same troll? Like, just saying that, oh, I had this troll 2 months ago. That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, I mean, it's been
Jorrun,
I've dealt with trolls.
Perfect. But you're wrong. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. You buried this. You buried this. And this is important because people are afraid. And you need to let people know that and this, I believe that the person who has alerted people to my behavior is someone completely separate than the person who's been showing up in live streams pretend. It's a run-on sentence that means nothing. You need to let people know that some of you right now are afraid because you think there's a troll attacking your site. I brought this on myself.
Yeah.
This person is after me and me alone. Please continue living your lives and doing your thing. Like, this person doesn't want, because they mention nothing about these other people, Jorrun.
Okay. So should I not at all mention the fact that there was a separate troll doing very different things?
Read that line and tell me that it doesn't sound like a confusing fucking mess. If someone wasn't completely aware of what was going on, they wouldn't even know what you were talking about there.
You're right.
The person who was alerted, the person who I called a troll was not a troll. It was, in fact, trying to warn people about my predatory behavior. Spell it out that clearly.
Okay. Let me see. All right, I'm going to delete this and type that out. The person who was alerting people to my...
No, Jorrun, I need you to continue on and finish that part later, and then you can send it to me again. Because I got my kid here and stuff, and I'm taking time out to do this with you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I have 2 paragraphs left. Hello?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Oh, okay. I have 2 paragraphs left. You'd have trouble finding a group of women that deserves more respect than the TCAP community. Well, you already said that's wrong.
Yeah, you put that in there twice. And I mean, it's such bullshit.
Okay. Let's see here. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams I made. Wait, did I? Oh, sorry. I just thought I got a little lost. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual. The old excuses. I was thinking in my little head. Think about that. Is ever something you want to be the case? And yeah, that's something I should, like you said, I should take out.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me say. Yeah, people don't need to know.
No, I want you to read the whole paragraph.
No, I just completed. Okay.
Well, you didn't even finish it. I was telling you that one line wasn't.
Oh, okay.
But again, you pasted the whole thing into the chat, Jorrun. So read it from the chat.
Let me see. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual. And then I would take out the rest and go to the last paragraph.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and read the last paragraph.
All right. Thank you all for listening to me. My time on YouTube has been amazing. Made so many good friends, had so much support for me and my general talent. I've been accepted with open arms and treated really, really good. It's time for me to step up and prove I'm worthy of that. I've taken down my videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual. It's not like there's in a world of things out there to discuss and make jokes about. I'm going to make sure I'm respectful to all the women I meet on the internet and in person from now on. Thank you for your time. I hope you can forgive me, but if you can't, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Do you believe talking about the support for you and your talent? What?
Well, I just want to show that I'm appreciative for everything that's done.
But you haven't been appreciative. So talking about that's not going to be a good. So you're saying everyone reached out to me, was so incredible to me, and I treated them like fuck toys. But now I respect them, and my talent. You're talking about your talent and this love that you have. You're talking about what you've gotten.
Right. Okay. How about if I go from thank you all for listening to me to I've taken down my videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual.
Yeah, read it like that. Read the whole last paragraph like you just said it.
Okay, let me just take that out. Okay. Thank you all for listening to me. I've taken down my videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual. It's not like there's in a world of things out there to discuss and make jokes about. I'm going to make sure I'm respectful to all the women I meet on the internet and in person from now on.
Now that part's important. I want to key in on that part. You're going to be respectful to all women you meet on the internet and in person.
Yeah.
And you can say that with 100% sincerity. If I was looking you in the eye, you would say, I sincerely will be respectful to all women I meet and the current women like Molly or Mini Syllables, Kelp Pill.
Yeah.
And that's sincere.
Yes.
And you're being 100%. Now with the script that I know there's still some things to work on, but with what you've built out, you believe that you've been 100% sincere with me, and this is a sincere apology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'd be lying if I said that I didn't care about those people, even though I did things that were terrible. And that's kind of where I've got myself, where there's one part of me that cares and respects and is real, and there's another part that's a horny fuck. And that's something I need to address in my personal life.
Well, I mean, I haven't talked to Tiffany. I'll be honest, I have not talked to Tiffany about any of this.
She messaged me.
Okay, and what did you tell her? Like, what did you tell her you were going to be doing?
So let me pull that up. It says it's deleted. The videos, everything I did with her is deleted from YouTube and my hard drive. The sketch, the rehearsal, the behind the scenes, everything is gone.
All of it's gone.
Gone. I don't even have a backup or anything.
So nothing. Okay. So I mean, that'll probably make her feel better to know that that none of that stuff's there. And if you're being sincere, I could tell her that when I do, speak with her whenever that is, because I'm sure that'll make her feel a lot better knowing that that's gone, especially with the admission of the kids and the genie stuff. Like, that's not going to be something she's going to, and you did that. So, like, you told her that, and then, so I have one question for you.
Yes.
What is this? Because that was just sent to me as the genie video that's been privated and not deleted.
It says authentication error. Please select a different account.
Is the video privated or deleted, Jordan?
I deleted it. If you give me 1 second, I'll check. It was 100% deleted. I will go in there so I can make absolute fucking sure. Let me say. I'm not taking any half measures here. I'm not screwing around. Okay.
When I go to the video, it says this video is private.
Okay, let me see. Hold on.
So I'd have to say that kind of lacks sincerity if that's the case.
Right. No. The stuff that I have privated but not deleted yet has been the kelp pill stuff.
Jordan, I'm looking at I have a channel too. I know the difference between a private video and a deleted video. I'm looking at a screen that says video unavailable. This video is private. That's not what a deleted video would say.
But it's deleted. Hold on. I'm going to go very carefully because I want to take this seriously and not.
How careful there's a delete button? It's not careful. Either you did it or you didn't, Jordan, and I'm giving you a chance right now.
Is this something you're clicking on right now?
Yeah, I'm clicking on it right now. I'm on myself. I was sent the link as we were talking. Yeah. Was sent the link and asked. I thought he was deleting these. And if it's something that you're keeping, hold on. If it's something that you're keeping for your own pleasure, even after all this, Jordan, that's not good.
Hold on.
Because that's what I'm seeing. Video private.
Now the new one says video. How the fuck can it say video private if it's deleted?
Because that would mean it wasn't deleted.
Hold on. Give me simple. 1 second. I will delete everything that shows up as private this second. Because this shit needs to get done.
Jordan, I'm asking you. I'm asking you right now.
Yeah.
Was that video privated?
It's gone.
Jordan.
Deleted. Completely off my computer. Completely off YouTube.
Well, I need you to calm the fuck down.
Okay.
That's not okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice.
I'm the last person you should be raising a voice at right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You direct all that anger at fucking Jordan. Don't yell at me.
Okay. I'm sorry, brother. I really am.
I'm going to ask you one more time. No. Was the video privated? Because I'm seeing it as privated, and that's not cached. I know IT
it was
far better than you. This was a fresh screen. I changed the IP address just in case, and it's coming up as video privated.
This is crazy shit. I deleted it. Let me see if I can at least try to figure out. Okay. So Tiffany contacted me at 10:30.
I'm looking at it right now, Jordan. So
I hear you.
I'm telling you that it's upright, that it says privated right now.
How is that possible? Hold on. Okay. Would it help if I changed browsers? I mean,
Jordan, if you're seeing if the video's gone, then it wouldn't matter. You could do it on your phone.
Yeah.
The browser's not going to matter.
Yeah.
It says the video is private.
The frustration of someone who is actually innocent, finally. And
I'm just failing to find the humor in the situation with everything going on, and you're telling me that you're being sincere and that everything is gone, and then I get this while we're on the phone. While you're telling me your sincere statement, I get this.
I will delete my entire channel if you think that's what I need to do.
Jordan,
that's how serious I am.
I want you to stop asking me what I think you need to do. Because again, I don't have expertise in preying on women online to the point where I have to delete a channel. I don't know what to do. I know what not to do, and that's why I've avoided this situation. You need to decide what you're going to do, but I'm telling you right now that I'm looking at a video that you said was deleted.
Yeah.
I know what a deleted video looks like, and I know what a private video looks like.
Yeah.
They don't accidentally switch between one or another.
And you said it's not cached.
I mean, I'm offended that you would even ask me that.
Dude, I'm trying.
I know.
Trying.
I know IT far better than you. I know how to create a new screen. I switch my IP. I completely clear the cache in an incognito tab. I'm seeing that this video is private. Now, if I refresh it and then it says that the video is gone, that tells me that now you went and deleted it. But if it stays up that it's private, it tells me that you're just keeping it private for your own personal use.
Oh, boy, I can't win. Is it possible that somebody sent a link to something else that's currently private?
Jorrun,
is still up there.
Do you think that I'm a rookie? You don't think I have this link already?
No.
You don't think I have this link already? You don't think all this stuff was sent to me prior to you privating and deleting? I'm telling you that people laid out a blueprint for me to make a video. This is what people do.
Yeah.
They send me a blueprint of everything so I don't have to go and search for it.
Yeah.
That video had already been downloaded and put into a Google Drive. So the Three Wishes video is downloaded and available, but you said that it was deleted, cleared, wiped from your hard drive, and I'm looking at a screen that says it's been privated.
How is that possible? I could send you a screenshot right now of all my content, the back end, everything. I want to do my absolute best to let you know that I'm sincere and that all your time that you've given me has not been a waste. Yes, of course I want to save my skin. I'm not going to lie, but you've been going above and beyond much more than I deserve.
Yeah, send me that screenshot, and then you might as well keep working on your script. I'm gonna look into some things on the back end here. I'm getting stuff coming in, so I'm gonna check this stuff out, and then let me know when you're done.
Okay, yeah.
All right.